All right, traders. This is Abdel from Trading Authority RatioTrader. Let's go ahead and just do a quick recap of today's day and what we can expect for possibly tomorrow. Now, tomorrow we have some interesting news out, consumer confidence out at 10 p.m. Eastern. So, again, another possible market mover. But, again, we won't pay too much relevance to that. We're going to look at the charts and trade what we see. Interesting day today. Last night we had opened, we gapped down, and those of you who were short, we called this short here around 66.50. We got right down to the first target before seeing the market essentially rally this morning. We spent a couple hours, we're looking at a 4-hour here, so 8 hours consolidating in overnight session, and then bam, this morning, what a screamer. Filled the gap, essentially, or filled the, essentially filled the gap, and as soon as we got back up here, we consolidated for about an hour or so, and then bam, came right back down and sold essentially right into the lows of the day towards the end of the day. And then from there, just those of you, again, who are still short holding on to some contracts, some of you who are aggressively trailing the stops got stopped out. Those of you who are break even, still holding on to this. I think we could see a break of here. If we get a breakthrough here, we're probably going to head to 840, then possibly down to these lows at around 830-ish. But again, it really is going to depend on how volatile the market is. Now we have FOMC announcement on Wednesday, GDP coming out, all sorts of earnings. So there's going to be some movement this week. All right, let's see. After that trade, we actually had, it's funny that we see this, on the lower time frame charts, we'll go to a 15-minute, difficult to see, but we had a beautiful short entry. Ratio traders had a beautiful short entry right here, 63.75, with stops above these highs. You see, bam, right into the first target, and then continued downside. So essentially, those who didn't get short last night or had missed the shot had an opportunity to get short here, but again, at a lower number, so you'd be risking more, but fantastic trade there. And then again, you could hold on to see if this thing continues and makes new lows. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at some stocks. We had some stocks on the watch here. Let's go to a daily. Actually, if we take a look at the S&P on the daily, you see outside day closed lower right here. And this is, again, this is the future, so it's going to look a little bit different on the S&P, but beautiful double top here. Last time we had something similar, we came down and made new lows. The question is going to be, are we going to break through? Are we even going to test down here? If we do and break through, then we'll probably see 800 pretty quickly. But again, we'll have to wait and see what happens there. Now, as we take a look at Ford here, we issued a short on Ford first thing in the morning. So those of you who were able to get in anywhere between 5.30 and 5.40, you see this thing came down a little bit from the entry, so we're up about 20 or 30 cents if you bought the stock. We also played it with some puts, buying the June puts for about 31 cents-ish, currently trading at like 33 or 34 cents, one of those. So if we can actually get a move back down into the 450, those options will probably make some good money. And then eventually, if we can actually even get down to around the 350 area, which is what we'd like to see, should make some nice bank on those. So Ford, fantastic short there. PBG is another one that we were looking at. Oh, wrong symbol. PBG. PBG having another nice update. Have not gotten short this yet, but I will be looking to possibly short this. I'll be keeping an eye on this, really looking to see if any confirmation happens there. So again, ratio traders know exactly what's going on here, but we do not have absolute confirmation, although it would be a very low risk short at this point with stops just above these highs here. So you'd only be risking a couple bucks for the possibility of 5 or 6. So fantastic short there. Might go ahead and jump into that tomorrow if we don't gap down or anything like that. As far as anything else is concerned, not real much going on in the market. As we go ahead, let's take a look at the spider again. Spiders look a little bit different on the weekly, but you see we've closed down so far for the week after this hammer close last week. And again, we're really expecting to see some sort of pullback. I would really expect us to at least test last week's low here at around 82, which would be 820 or 830 on the S&P. If we don't test that, then I don't know if this, we'll have to see if this pullback occurs. But again, I do expect some sort of pullback to come. And again, we'll just have to wait and see, follow the rules, trade the system. That's really about it for tonight. I don't really see much else going on. We'll just be patient, wait for some setups, and I'll see you at the next video update.